to. On the field, I remember you were incredible.
You're listening to Lately in Leoland. This is Leah Hollingsworth.
And I'm Eric Dirth.
Welcome to our show.
Welcome, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed that little new music that we started at the beginning. We're going to go ahead and be starting off with a little song so you can recognize when a show's about to start. I think it sounded good.
Yeah, it's a good song.
It's a very good song.
I think if you recognize that song, you should tweet Eric about it.
I like that idea. Maybe we'll give you a prize if you can tell us what song that was.
Yes.
And you tweet to me at AE Dirth.
So, Eric, what's new these days?
I'm glad you asked. I mean, it's been a long time since we've been in the studio. 2 days, I believe. Well, today's cold outside. If you can hear Leah's jacket and my jacket, kind of.
Yeah, we're a little crinkly today.
Yeah. But it's because it's chilly out. Stupid Florida. You think it could be a little bit warmer. No, it actually is like 65 degrees and sunny, so can't complain too much. But yeah, so nothing else is really new. What's new with you?
Well, since we last talked, your birthday has passed. And last show, we were talking about the best Valentine's presents.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about mix CDs.
Mm-hmm.
So it gave me an idea.
Yes.
So for your birthday, you have almost a mix CD.
If you're wondering, I had no idea that this was happening. So you gave me a mix CD.
Yeah, except for it's not really a mix of things because I was trying to put songs that you would like. And the new iTunes, it's very frustrating. Do you have like the new version?
I do.
And it groups things weirdly together. Have you noticed?
No, I have not.
It'll say that all these songs that are in the same album are in different albums.
Oh, well, it depends on how you downloaded your music.
I don't know. It's like really hard for me to find my songs these days, and really hard to like. Even the genres are weird. Like I don't like how it looks. It's hard for me to figure out. So I wanted to do like indie songs,
Mm-hmm.
and the only indie songs that came up was one album, which is false. I have more indie songs than that, so I don't know what's going on. But it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, well, he'll like the CD. So they're called the Hush Sound.
Okay.
And the CD is called Like Vines. And it's pretty good.
Well, thank
like
you.
it.
I'm looking forward to listening to it.
And the cool thing about that CD is that I found it at a thrift store it wasn't even supposed to be there. It was like somebody burned a CD and accidentally gave it to the thrift store.
Okay.
So it wasn't even like a real
So you copied a
CD.
burned CD. Is that accurate?
Well, it was inside of a Juno soundtrack CD.
Mm.
So it was like I got 2-for-1 deal when I bought this Juno CD. Then I came home and I put the CD in, and I had no idea what was on it. And there were like strange drawings on the front of the CD. I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. And then it turned out to be really good.
Well, that's awesome.
So it's cool. It's like it was discovered
Well, so
in the thrift store.
that's pretty awesome. Kind of reminds me of Macklemore and his
I
song
know.
Thrift Shop.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, but thank you. It was my birthday recently, so it was a very thoughtful gift.
How did your birthday end up going with the games and everything?
It went really well. We actually celebrated we had a get-together in my apartment, and we had a group of people come over, and we played a game called Cards Against Humanity.
I played that.
You have played it?
I did.
And it is, if for those of you out there who do not know what it is, it's pretty much like apples to apples, but with much more like inappropriate things, I would say.
Basically,
Inappropriate words. For one, like one card you have says AIDS, and then it's something like, and then Jews, and so obviously you can kind of see where it's going.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We had a lot of fun. We laughed a lot, and what's neat is that you can go online and download it for free. And so I downloaded it for free and printed it off.
Oh.
And
you cut out the cards?
And I cut out the cards, yep.
Wow, I didn't know that. The
Yeah.
version I played it at my friend's house in Seattle, and she had like this whole card set thing.
Okay, yeah, you can buy the actual card edition, but we played with 14 people was the amount of people we played with. So what we did was, like, the person who, so if you don't know how Apples works, what happens is they call them the card, like Cesar. The card Cesar has a.
Do you mean czar?
Czar, yes, one of those words. Okay, and anyway, so you flip this card and it says, "Daddy, why is Mommy crying?" And then
I remember that one.
And then you have 10 white cards in your hand, and you have to that have different things on them, and so you have to lay it down. So, for example, I could lay down AIDS, and then so Daddy, why is Mommy crying? AIDS, and so that's the answer. But there's a lot of other ones, and like one's black people. So I mean, obviously, it's kind of risky, but it's all in good fun, I think.
Yeah, you have to play it definitely with people with a certain kind of sense of humor, and I don't know, not take it too seriously. You have to be willing to make fun of yourself, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
For the game, but it's a good game.
Mm-hmm. And so we ended up playing. There ended up with a 4-way tie for first place, because you rated them from third, second to first, and another one was the newest MTV reality show is about eight people who are living in a house having to deal with blank, and then you had to fill in the blank. And so I played Nicolas Cage, so they had to deal with Nicolas Cage. And I thought it was hilarious. And so I got second, so I got 2 points. First place got 3 points, and third place got 1. So we kept tallying. At the end of the night, Allison Knipe, Shelby Adams, Carl Dunn, and myself all got first place.
Wow, that's a big tie.
Yeah, so it was, and we all had 16 points. And I got 2 points on the Nicolas Cage one to tie with him. So it was pretty exciting.
Nice.
So yeah.
I don't think I got any points when I played that game.
It's difficult.
I had my cards they didn't go together, and they definitely didn't go together for the questions that were being asked, and so I had a hard time, unfortunately. But it was still fun, and I played it at I think it was a Christmas party, which is kind of ironic, I guess. But we also played some Minute to Win It games. Have you seen that show?
I have seen Minute to Win It.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of the show.
That was fun. We did this one where you have to stand across the room with someone, and there's a big ribbon tied around the two of you. So if you spin, you're like a conveyor belt, just sideways. Does that make sense?
No, but keep going.
Okay, there's an ornament hanging on this ribbon between you. Mm-hmm. So you're spinning and spinning, and you have to get the ornament from one side all the way to the other by moving the ribbon. Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah. And so that was really funny because, ornaments were falling everywhere, and that was a pretty good game.
I prefer to play Minute to Win It games when people don't know I'm playing. So, for example, if you go into like a professor's office and they have a Kleenex box, one of the Minute to Win It games was you have to put your one hand behind your back and try to rip out all the Kleenexes in under a minute and like take them out single file.
Yeah.
And so I like to go in, and then just when I'm talking to the professor, I ask for a tissue, and she puts the box there, and then I just continue talking to her as I try to quickly pull out as many Kleenexes as I can.
You've really done that in real life?
No, but I thought about it. And I think it would be really funny if you did that.
I think you should do it to Dr. Monahan.
If I was just like, so Dr. Monahan, and then I sneeze, and so she hands me the box, and then so as I'm talking to her, she go, and then I And then, yeah.
I think that'd be hard one-handed. You would have to kind of fling the box with your...
No, you just pull the one tissue at a time.
Sometimes they get stuck, though.
That's why you have to be, like, careful. And the another one I saw was on, like, a slope surface. You have to keep marbles up by hitting them with a spoon. And there's, like, 3 different marbles. You have to keep them all on the slope, and you can't have them fall on the ground. Which, I think I could do that, too. Most of those games, I think I would be a very good minute to win it.
The other one that we played is you put not a graham cracker, a gingerbread man or cookie on your head. And you had to, without your hands, move it to your mouth and eat it.
Yeah.
And the first person to do it won. That was really funny. And then we all had, like, gingerbread cookie all over our face. Because it just, like, crumbled and got, like, stuck to our face. That was funny. And then there was one other one that involved, like, moving an ornament, like, with your mouth to your partner's mouth, something like that. But we didn't end up playing that one.
That's not a minute to win a game, I feel. That might be more of a...
Like the orange one. Have you played the orange one?
No,
it wasn't supposed to be inappropriate.
But you're transferring stuff from one person's mouth to another person's mouth.
No, but they're supposed to be like big ornaments. So they're really just like touching your like face, maybe your lips. It's not like in your mouth. But it turned out that we only had little ornaments left because the big ornaments broke. Like, when they hit the floor, they would just, like, shatter. So then we were like, I don't think we're going to play that game.
Oh.
We didn't all, we weren't that friendly with each other.
Right.
But yeah, it was at my friend Shelby's house. And she always thinks of the best games. She had the best birthday parties when we were growing up because she had these huge, like, competitions. And it was always a good time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I'd say my birthday went really well. Everyone was really nice. I actually got a roll of toilet paper from a group of girls down the hall because sometimes I run out of toilet paper and I have to ask my residents or my room next door neighbors for toilet paper. So they gave me a roll and it said, like, you never can have too much. And so I thought that was really thoughtful. And then I actually got cake in a jar from someone who I will not mention, but it was very exciting that, like... She made 4 different cakes, and somehow they are in jars. And I don't know how it's possible.
What kinds did she make you?
There's, like, chocolate and caramel. And then I think there's red velvet.
Ah, that's a good one.
And then I think there's confetti. And there's another chocolate one. So I don't... Okay, do you know how it works? Because what I'm picturing... She won't tell me how she did it. But I'm picturing she actually baked cakes... And then just kind of crammed them into a jar.
No.
That's not accurate?
You put the mix in the jar. Then you stick the jar in the oven, from what I understand.
You can put jars in ovens?
They're glass. It's just like, those dishes that your mom uses and she sticks in the oven.
I thought those were...
Like casserole dishes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are glass.
But then...
Aren't they?
So do you put the lid on the cake? Or on?
No.
You don't put the lid on until after?
You don't put the lid on until after.
That was my question.
That's the key. Yeah. So it bakes in there, so it's the shape of the jar.
Gotcha.
And then you take them out and let them cool, and then you stick the frosting on.
Yes, and she also gave me a huge can of icing.
Oh, nice.
But currently, I've just been spraying it into my mouth.
What kind of icing?
I don't know, vanilla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's different kinds of cakes.
It just is like one of those. It looks like the Cheez Whiz things, but with icing.
Yeah.
So just. And then I'm full.
Super healthy. What a great snack.
It tastes fantastic. When's your birthday?
Not until May.
Oh.
So I'm always out of school, which is so sad.
Gotcha. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. So what else is new? Has anything happened new that you would like to talk about? Big news.
What?
Disney tickets come on sale.
Oh, I know it.
Friday night at 10
10
p.m. For those of you who don't know, CAB puts on different trips, and you pay like $5 and you go on some awesome trip. And this spring they're going to Disney World, and the tickets are on sale Friday.
And they have a new
at 10 p.m.
Like, is it Fantasyland?
There is a new one, Fantasyland, with I think the Little Mermaid is over there. That's in Disney World, not at CAB. And so I'm excited. I really would like to go.
I want to go too, yeah. That would be really fun. But last time the tickets sold out in like 2 seconds, so I don't know.
The key is you just have to be there, like, ready to go.
See, I was, though. That's the thing. Like, I was logged in. I was ready to... I kept refreshing the page until the exact moment that it opened. And then I clicked the button when it opened, and it already said out of tickets. And I was like, seriously? I mean, it was okay because it was for Wicked tickets, and I've already seen Wicked. And I'd rather people see it that haven't seen it before. But... I don't know. Tickets have never gone so fast before, and it's very frustrating. Because the only time I really get to do cool things is when they do those trips, because I don't have a car. So, it's very sad.
Yeah, I've never had that problem. When I log on and I'm ready, I've always gotten them. So you must have done something wrong.
No, it happened to other girls too.
Really? That
I talked to. They were sitting in a room with their friends, and their friends were able to buy the ticket, and theirs said, nope, they're already gone. It was so weird. I feel like maybe the internet was stronger in some areas of campus, but then these girls were in the same room, and one of them couldn't get it, and the other 3 could, and I don't know what that's all about. Maybe her computer is slower. I don't know.
We'll see what happens with the Disney tickets, because I'm going to try to get tickets, and I'll see who gets them and who doesn't.
I think I'm going to try and get it, like, buy them from my phone next time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I feel that my phone might have faster than my laptop. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'll probably be out and about anyway, so I won't have my laptop on me.
Gotcha.
You know what else is going on? I have to open this, so it'll be a few minutes before I tell you about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's going to be a career fair on campus, and I have the information for it.
Do you?
But I have to open my email and find the information. But that'll be coming up in a minute.
That'll be coming up in a minute. So are you doing this right now? Are you going to make me... Am I supposed to tell some type of very exciting story while you're...
you should tell a story, definitely. Because I have to log
Okay,
in.
I have a good story to tell.
Okay.
So it all started.
You know what we should talk about?
No, you didn't want to hear my story? I didn't even start.
It didn't sound like you had one.
Oh.
I thought you were going to stop.
No.
No, you really have one?
Oh, it's a good story. It's a true story.
Is this about yesterday?
No, it's not about yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. So, long time ago, my parents... Well, I never had a pet. I didn't have a pet, and I really wanted a pet.
Never?
I wanted a pet in the worst way. So, I begged my mom and dad. I was like, Mom, Dad, please, can I have a pet? And they're like, no. Well, my mom was like, no. But my dad was like, no. And then finally, one day, they got me a pet. And
What did you get?
Glad you asked. They got me a centipede.
What?
Just wait. It was the best pet in the world. It was just incredible. Like, I actually trained it, and it would do stuff for me. Like, it would wash my dishes. It would clean my room. It was like the craziest thing. That centipede and I were so close. It did all my chores for me. It was an awesome centipede. And so then one day my mom was like, Eric, you need to run to the grocery store and pick up groceries. And I said, Mom, I got things to do. I want to play some video games. So I asked my good friend and pet, the centipede, and I said, hey, Mr. Centipede, can you run to the grocery store and pick up these groceries? And the centipede nodded its head because it was an awesome pet. And then so the centipede goes, starts, like, it scurries away, and I go back to playing my video games. And then half an hour passes. An hour passes. An hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours. I start to get worried. I turn off the video games, and I'm like, Mom, Dad, have you guys seen my centipede? And they're like, what are you talking about? Where did it? And I said, I sent it to the store. And they were like, no. And so we got all panicked, and so we thought that something happened to it. It's terrible. So I'm like, oh, no. So I'm in my room. I put on my jacket. I put on my shoes. I run to the front door. I open the front door, and guess what?
What?
The centipede was there, still putting his shoes on.
Oh, my gosh. You're ridiculous. Okay, well, thank God for everyone else that I now have the email open. So, on Wednesday, February 27th, from 10:30 a.m.
There was no... that was the
Until-
worst segue. You have to segue in.
What? Just let me...
Speaking of centipedes who need careers, Leah, do you have anything about careers? You have to introduce what you...
In fact, I do. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll try to be more interesting.
No, I just wanted you to introduce
you
it. You just
want a
You
job?
just started Yes.
Would you
But-
like to go to graduate school?
Yes.
I have the thing for you.
What? Okay.
There is going to be a career and graduate school fair here on our campus.
What?
I know, usually we don't have these, so this is very exciting.
This is.
It's going to be on Wednesday, February 27th,
February 27th.
the 27th,
Okay. Wednesday,
from 10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m.
until 3:30 p.m.
3:30 p.m. That's 5 hours of career and graduate
know.
school fair goodness.
Isn't that great?
That's
And the best part, it's going to be in the boardrooms.
in the boardrooms. Above the CAF boardrooms?
Yes, those boardrooms.
Oh, that is real exciting.
But yeah, this is going to be really great because a lot of times I see flyers on campus that say career fair at UT, career fair at USF. And it's like, come on, we're our own school. We can have our own career fair.
We need to have our own careers.
Yeah,
People need careers from St. Leo.
exactly. So, yeah, it's gonna be really great. There's gonna be a lot of people there, and there will be national employers as well as local. So if you happen to be out of state, it would still be worth your time to go to this career fair.
That's exciting.
Which
And
is
that
good.
is February 27th.
Yes, from 10:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. in the boardrooms.
In the boardrooms. That's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it because, well, this came from the Career Planning Center.
Okay.
Rob. Do you know Rob?
I do know Rob.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Mhm. But
And-
yeah, I wish I mean, I'm second semester senior, and so are you.
Right.
And
we
so
need this.
well, we're supposed to be probably a little farther. We should have a general idea of where we're going and what we're doing.
We should probably have more of a plan.
Yes.
But, you know,
Well, I do. I don't know about you.
I'm looking for jobs.
So, like,
I'm
if you're a
looking.
junior or a senior, I bet this would be a great thing to talk and get an idea of what you need to do to find a job out of college.
Yes.
Excellent opportunity. I'm glad you shared that with us.
Yeah, no problem. No, to be clear, I'm definitely, I have a plan to have a job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to enjoy my last semester.
But doesn't everyone plan to
Before-
have a job?
Well, yeah, so I didn't say it was a specific plan.
You just have a general plan.
A
I guess
general
there's
plan.
alternate plans would be like to go to school, which
Right.
would be my plan,
Right, that's your plan.
or to not do anything, which I'm sure is other people's plans.
Yeah, some people I think are just going to kind of hang out until they graduate and then figure out what they're going to do. I'm trying to figure it out now, but I also don't want to spend my entire last semester, doing applications like a crazy person. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a well-rounded last semester and get my last little bit of Florida in here. If this is my last little bit, I'm not completely sure about that either. But,
Gotcha.
see the sun for a couple more months till I go back to Seattle.
Well, I think we should probably stop talking about us and introduce. Do you have any new music for our audience today?
Oh, yes, I do. Okay, so this artist is called Tomten.
Tom 10.
Tomten.
Should you be like bringing it up? Do you need the song to be ready, or is it already ready?
It's on here. It's ready.
Okay, it's ready.
Yes, it's ready. And they performed at, it's called Sound Off in Seattle.
Okay.
It's kind of like a Battle of the Bands competition. Well, it is a Battle of the Bands competition. And they did really well in the competition. And they performed a song called Sunny Don't.
Okay.
So I was going to play that today. What do you think?
I like it. Let's
Sounds
hear it.
good?
Yeah.
Okay.
She says she had it up and ready.
No, here it is. Ready? Oh,
Give it a proper introduction.
okay. This is Tomten with Sunny Don't.
Okay. Here I go.
You came to me in distress, said there's a lot that you had not addressed. We spoke for a while of how things were grim and how you could not fix them. But sometimes you never escape them. You came to me in dismay, said there were steps that you might take today, and I said don't, sonny, don't, sonny, don't do the things you regret. Said there's a lot that you had not addressed. We spoke for a while of how things were grim and how you could not fix them. But sometimes you just have to face them. You came to me in dismay, said there were steps that you might take today, and I said don't, sonny, don't, sonny, don't do the things you regret the most.
All right, so what do you think?
Who was that again?
Tomten with Sunny Don't.
The featuring Sunny Dote?
Well, like, that's the name of the song.
The song is Sunny Dote.
Yes.
I liked it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, you've done a good job so far.
Thank you.
Now I have a question.
Yes.
On Tuesday,
Yes.
or our next show, you're going to have another song for us to keep it coming. Is there any way that I could have another song? Perhaps we could have like a battle.
Ooh.
And then we could have people maybe tweet me to see whose song they like more. Maybe.
But if they're they'll probably tweet saying yours is better since it's your Twitter.
I wouldn't say that.
You know, by next week, I'll have a Twitter again.
So they can tweet, and
they could tweet me.
Either one of us, and just to say who they like better.
Yes.
And that's not like offensive, because I think that song was excellent, and so they could just listen to both songs, tell us which one they like more.
Yeah. And my Twitter, I believe, is Leah Holly, like capital L, lowercase EAH, capital H, lowercase OLLIE.
You might
Leah
want to say
Holly.
that again, because that was confusing.
It was. I'm sorry. It's Leah Holly, but it's all one word. But the beginnings of the two words are capitalized.
Okay.
And Leah ends with an H, and the next word starts with an H. So, yes, there are two H's. But it's one lowercase and then a capital one after that. And it's Holly with an IE. It's my star name. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
In case I become famous one day, it'll hide my identity.
Gotcha. What would be your roller derby name?
Oh, I don't know.
I've been trying to debate on, we might have to do this discussion another time, but I've been trying to figure out a good roller derby name because I'm interning for the Tampa Bay Roller Derby this spring.
I thought they gave you a name.
No, they've told me it's up to me to decide.
Oh.
So far, I'm thinking I have E Danger D is always a good one for my initials, and then put danger in the middle, or Condor. I like the name. I think Condor's kind of ferocious. Or
Sounds like a bird.
Slug. I think Slug would be good too. So, I don't know. But we can discuss this later.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that during our next show since it looks like we have run out of time again.
I think we have. And so, it was another good episode. We'll keep listening if you're out there. We're airing at every 1 and 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep.
And there's a live stream online, or you can find us on 107.1 or AM 1600 or channel 95 on your television set.
Yes.
So that's exciting too.
And, well, channel 95 just works at school, correct?
Correct.
And the way you find us online is you go to soundcast.com and then you type in St. Leo, and then we'll come up, and you just click on us, and then our show, Lately in Leoland, will be on at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. on that.
And that is
too.
Eastern for any of you out there who are
yes.
Central or Pacific.
That's a good point. I did not tell my parents that.
1 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
So, but yeah.
Well, great. So, what do you say, Eric?
Well, I think it was I think I had fun, and we enjoyed everyone for listening, and we hope you stick around and listen to us again. But
Definitely.
But for now, so long, Leoland.
See you later.